So you're thinking about moving to the Magic Valley? Well, what you need to really check out is South Twin Falls. It's a lot more country and a lot more relaxed. It has two great equestrian centers down at that end of town. So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in the Magic Valley, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be the first to know about the current market here in South Central Idaho. My name's Carol Nolan and I've been living in the Magic Valley for almost 20 years. I love helping people make a smooth move to the Magic Valley, and if that's you in the next 9 days or 9 months, make sure that you reach out into my contact information, which is in the description below. And let's go into the historic downtown Twin Falls and check it out. Hi, today I'm showing you some of the best things about South Twin Falls and why this part of town is not just affordable for home buying, but full of charm, community, and convenience. I'll walk you through a couple of neighborhoods and show you a few price points between like $300,000 and $750,000, and properties with an acre of land to see what might fit your budget and lifestyle. We'll talk about schools, jobs, churches, nearby amenities. Let's start with historic downtown Twin Falls. This area is the heart of South Twin, and it's packed with character. You'll find cute boutiques. One of my favorites is Fashion 15, where she tries to keep all of her prices under $15 for her clothes and accessories. There's local restaurants I love, like Kodo Brewing Company and the Second Street Marketplace that's filled with eateries like sushi, barbecue, and pizza. There's a small town vibe that feels both welcoming and alive here. So whether you're shopping, grabbing a coffee, or just strolling with your family, downtown is the place to be. One of my favorite local spots is Twin Beans Coffee. This place has amazing crepes, and they're sweet and savory, and some of the best coffee in town. It's a great spot to meet friends or just relax and get some work done. If you've got kids, they'll love the downtown splash pad. It's free, it's fun, and it's right in the middle of everything. Parents can grab a drink nearby while their kids cool off. And if you want a little culture with your small town life, the Orpheum Theater is a historic gem that hosts live plays, musicals, and even indie film nights. It's a great date night option or a family outing. And if cooking's your jam, don't miss Rudy's. It's a cook's paradise where they have everything that you could need for the kitchen, and they have wine tastings and cooking demos. South Twin is also known for its one-of-a-kind shopping. You'll find cute boutiques, clothing stores, stylish vintage shops. Retail Therapy is a super fun store to shop in. And there's really fun thrift stores like the Mustard Seed that makes for a great weekend of treasure hunting. Families love Twin Falls for easy school access, plus the College of Southern Idaho is just a short drive north. And don't forget the Twin Falls Library. It's more than just books. They have a lot of free events for all ages, computer access, and even educational programs for adults and teens. If you're looking to get outside, I'll share with you one of the South Twin's best kept secrets. I've been here for 18 years and I just found out about it. And be sure to check out the seasonal farmers markets that they have right down Main Street. And while you're downtown, take a look at some of the local murals and our street art. It's a beautiful reminder just how creative this community really is. And when you're looking for employment here in a small town environment, we do have some Fortune 500 companies that do business here. They're centered out of other areas in Idaho, but like Albertsons, Boise Cascade, Micron, Costco, Walmart. And then we also have some larger businesses like Glam Weston, JR Simplot, and Jayco RV. Plus, South Twin hosts our city offices. A lot of entrepreneurs like to do business here. There's plenty of employment opportunities here in the Magic Valley. South Twin Falls offers an incredible mix of affordability and charming community. So whether you're a young family, a first-time home buyer, a retiree, or just looking for a slower pace of life and a community with real personality and a country feel, this area has so much to offer. So let's head off to our first neighborhood. Well, it's a breezy June afternoon, and welcome to the Golden Eagle subdivision. The homes here in this subdivision were built in the early 2000s, and the average square footage is like 1,100 to 1,400 square feet. Most homes here are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. They have forced air gas, heating, and as you can tell, it's vinyl siding with some of the decorative rock, which makes the neighborhood just look really nice. The finishes inside are usually laminate countertops, LVP, and carpet flooring in the bedrooms. The houses are fully fenced, but it is wood fencing that's around them. And there's 2-car garages in all of these. I didn't see any 3-car garages, but they do have beautiful sidewalks to walk throughout the neighborhood. No RV parking, unfortunately, so you'd have to find storage if you have an RV. All the utility lines are underground too. And the homes range from about $300,000 to $350,000. This home right here just went up for sale and it went under contract. It was listed at $349,999, and it had 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, just under 1,200 square feet. And the schools here are Oregon Trail, which is about 1.5 miles away. And if you have a middle schooler, the South Hills Middle School is just right in the back of the subdivision. There's gates on each side of the subdivision so they can just cross the school field and be at school. Which is kind of convenient, so they can walk. And then the high school is Twin Falls High School, and it's just about 4 miles away. This community has community mailboxes. It's a very rural setting. Right outside the subdivision, there's fields with cows and crops growing with pivots. Your closest grocery store would be Swenson's, which is right around the corner. Really, yeah, just right down the street. So if you need to pick up quick groceries, it's an easy trip. And as I was walking through the neighborhood, one of the neighbors who was out walking her dogs, she stopped and chatted and talked about how friendly all the neighbors are. She's a retired woman alone, and they're always willing to help her. So it's nice to know that you'll have really great neighbors in this subdivision. So if this is something that might be a perfect fit for you and right in your price range, make sure that you reach out. As you can tell, as we're going around, it's like all the properties are very well kept, a lot of pride of ownership. It's just a really great neighborhood. That's the Golden Eagle. So we're going to head off to our next subdivision, and I'll see you over there. So we're at our next subdivision, and it's called Twin Falls South Estates. And in this neighborhood, at least the part we're walking, most of the houses were built in 2020. There's another part of the neighborhood that's about 10 years older. But here, the average square footage of the newer homes is between 1,400 and 2,000 square feet. Price ranges from $350,000 to $450,000, depending on the square footage. Homes can be 3, 4, or 5 bedrooms. They have forced air gas and vinyl siding, decorative rock. They're fully fenced with the vinyl fencing in this subdivision. And many homes have 2-car garages, but there's several that have 3-car garages. Beautiful sidewalks through the neighborhood. A lot of homes have RV parking. They're in the same school district as our last subdivision, and they're all within just a few miles of here. One of the great places near here is Corumdale Coffee Shop. It's my favorite place to hang out with my friends. Plus, they have a great Christian clothing store, and I own lots of their t-shirts and sweatshirts. Well, yesterday I stopped by and grabbed a coffee, and I saw a friend who was telling me she had gone to the park that was right in back of the coffee shop, which is right around the corner from the subdivision. And I've never seen it or heard of it. So I went back to check it out. And it's this beautiful, gorgeous, spacious park. It's got a massive walking path around it, basketball court, backdrop for baseball. It has a jungle gym, a covered patio. I've lived here 20 years and didn't even know it existed. But it's just right around the corner from this housing tract, plus Swenson's Groceries right next to it. And this house just sold June 2nd, 2025. And it has a 3-car garage, granite all inside. It's got 1,600 square feet. It sold for just a little over $400,000. And then as you can see right down the street, we've got some newer builds coming in. A lot of pride of ownership. The housing tract is absolutely beautiful. They really take care of their property. And then we'll probably head over to the next one. If you're looking for some acreage, a lot of people tell me they like to have some acreage. Our next subdivision is going to have 1-acre lots for all the houses, and it's absolutely country and beautiful. So hang on. Hi, and our last subdivision today is Windmill Heights, and each home here has an acre lot with it. And many of my clients have always said they would love to move to the Magic Valley, but they'd like at least a home with at least an acre. And these houses here will fit the bill. The homes were built in the early 2000s. The square footage can range from about 2,000 to 4,000 square feet. Homes can easily be 3, 4, or 5 bedrooms. Many homes that are built here were custom builds. The heating is going to be electric forced air, and you might want to always check to see if there's a heat pump, because that will make it more cost effective and efficient for you. Although they do have propane tanks, they say it's very affordable, and you can have gas that way. Many homes here have stucco, some siding, and some are brick. They'll typically have 3 or 4 car garages. Your finishes will be higher end, like granite or solid surface. And prices in the subdivision range from about $550,000 to $750,000. There's no sidewalks, but it's very quiet. I'm just walking down the street right now. You can tell how beautiful it is. And there's that park right down the street at Cormdale Coffee Shop. With an acre, you'll always have RV parking if that's important to you. The area is very rural, relaxing. And if you have horses, there are 2 stables near, although you can have chickens here too, and you could have a cow if you wanted. The schools are a little different. It's going to be Lincoln Elementary, but you still have South Hills for the junior high, and then Canyon Ridge is going to be your high school. And they're all within just a few miles, just a short distance. And there is an annual $100 HOA fee, so CC&Rs apply. And right now I'm just coming in front of a home that's in the subdivision that's currently listed as of June 2025. And it's listed for $589,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and has over 2,600 square feet with a bonus room up top. And so if this is something that you might be searching for, make sure that you reach out by either text, email, or a phone call. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you so much for coming with me today and walking through this beautiful subdivisions of South Twin Falls. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know about the current market here in South Central Idaho. So we've walked through some subdivisions that kind of give you different feels and areas. Like I said, this is very rural out here at the Windmill subdivision. There was one that was a little bit more city, and then one at the end. Our first subdivision it still had cows across the street. So like I said, just really thank you for watching and coming with me and spending time. And if any of these areas are for you, whether that's in 9 days or 9 months, just make sure you reach out. God bless you and have an amazing day.